It's your boy Hip Hop Gamer. Welcome to the Loud Digital Network. Hey, what's up, man? It's your boy Hip Hop Gamer. Listen up. This is something new that I'm doing, and this is inspired, by all of you guys. You know what I'm saying? All you guys, all you girls out there that's just real gamers and want something real. I'm about to tell y'all something, right? Now, I tweeted out in early January, I tweeted out about this web series that I wanted to do that's a bit more up close and personal, with you guys. And it's basically called Gamers versus Journalists. Now, I know that sounds kind of crazy because I'm a gamer and I'm a journalist myself. So what, am I going against myself? No, not necessarily. What I'm trying to say is that I've been a gamer all my life since I was 4 years old. You know what I'm saying? My passion is through the roof. Y'all know how I get down. You know what I'm saying? Now, when it comes to journalism, I've been doing journalism ever since 2008. And, nobody gave me a job or nothing like that. My man Torrance gave me the opportunity to put my Hip Hop Gamer show on the bitbag.com at the time. And people was loving it, enjoying it. Then it led me to E3 2008. And when I got to E3, I did some major interviews. Nobody never seen nobody like me before in the industry. Nobody never seen the energy that I bring. It was definitely a breath of fresh air from what people told me. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is, I decided to take all my experience and all my knowledge and things that I've seen, things that I've learned, things that I've experienced on a business side of this game industry and kind of wake you guys up to what's really going on because you deserve to know the truth. So on this first episode, I want to touch on a few things. But the main thing I want to touch on is developers. Developers, stop lying. Straight up. And I'm saying that because I love you guys. I appreciate the hard work. I know what you guys do. I know what you sacrifice to make a game. I don't care if it's AAA, indie, or whatever. It takes a hell of a lot of time and a hell of a lot of work to make a game. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, don't you want to be honest? Like, wholeheartedly honest. What I mean by that is, well, let's go into it. Here's the first point I want to make. Okay. PS4 versus Xbox One. Which one is better for game development? And also, which one has more value to the consumer? Now, I could talk with my peoples. You can see on YouTube. You can see the comments. You see a lot of realness, a lot of honesty. There's some fanboy stuff out here, but you gotta obviously read that. You know what I'm saying? But everybody wants something real, something honesty. Whether they like it or not, as long as it's real, you still get the support. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of times when I talk to developers, they always play the PR role. You're not PR, you're a developer. Tell it like it is. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, and I know this for a fact, because there's a lot of times when I talk to developers, and they speak freely, but the moment PR is around, they like real tight-lipped about this, whatever. I mean, it's crazy, you know what I'm saying? But here's the deal. PlayStation 4 versus Xbox One. Everybody know about the situation with the resolution gate. How damn near every PlayStation 4 game is 1080p. You know what I'm saying? I know Battlefield, I believe, is 900p upscaled or whatever, but majority of all the games, if not, like roughly all the games on PlayStation 4 is officially 1080p. You know what I'm saying? Not every one of them is 60 frames per second, but a lot of them are. Like, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of them, like, just run smooth. Like, I mean, it's just amazing. Seriously. Now, on the flip side with Xbox One, you know what I'm saying? 720p, 30 frames per second. Like, we're getting a lot of last-gen criteria with a next-generation platform. And I don't care what nobody say, that's embarrassing. You don't spend $500 on 720p 30 frames per second on a regular basis. I understand it can happen here and there, but there's a new standard because there's a new generation. PlayStation 4 is showing that standard. Xbox One system is not. Bottom line. So when I talk to the developer, I don't want to hear stuff like, well, they both use the AMD. They're very similar in architecture, So most likely when the game come out, you won't really see a difference. I mean, if there is a difference, it's probably minimal. And then you know what happens? All these articles coming out showing that, no, these differences wasn't minimal. These differences definitely need to be talked about because people work hard for their money and everybody wants more bang for their buck. That's why they need to know the proper options that's out there. If you're lying and you're withholding information, developers, that's going to be a problem. You know what I'm saying? And if you want people to support you, they need honesty. Because when they give you money, that's not a lie. You feel me? So if they give you money to support your game, they're not lying when they spending them dollars. You shouldn't lie to us and, you know, tell us one thing when you really know it's another. But you're just trying to appease Microsoft and Sony because you don't want to ruin relationships. It's not about you ruining relationships. You know what I'm saying? Microsoft is big boys, they got big money. Sony is big boys and they got big money. If there's a time where Sony is in a situation where their system don't perform well, oh well. That's their fault. You guys are the developers. You know what I'm saying? They're supposed to make something for you guys to utilize the correct way. Obviously, Sony learned from their PS3 mistake. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. Now, the next thing was, which one has more value for the consumer? Okay, obviously, that goes to PlayStation 4 as well. Why? Because PlayStation Plus is cheaper than Xbox Live, you know what I'm saying? And you get way more free games. Every week you get demos, you're getting free trials of demos, you're getting free games, you're getting free add-ons. Right now, if you brought a PlayStation 3 right now, right this very minute, you know what I'm saying? You could go and get BioShock Infinite free. You could download Borderlands 2 for free. You get Don't Starve for free. Resogun free. You get probably like 9, 10 games. Think about this. If you bought a PlayStation 4 right now, you'll get like 10 games, 11 games free. And I mean AAA, indie, the whole works. Just from having PlayStation Plus. You know what I'm saying? And if you did that, it'd still be cheaper than buying a Microsoft Xbox One console without even a game. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not sitting up here to say, oh, Microsoft is bad or Sony is better and this and that. I'm just telling you what it is. These are straight facts. Ain't no bias or fanboyism with me. I got my PlayStation 4 right here, my Xbox 360, my PlayStation 3, my Wii U, and my Xbox One right here. I got 5 systems lined up right here. You know what I'm saying? I got a stack of games over there. I'm good. I'm ready to go. But I just tired of the lies. I'm tired of the BS. So let's get it on. Let's move on. You know what I'm saying? Now, Xbox One, you know, they have, Xbox Live. Now, Xbox Live of Xbox One is not exactly the same of Xbox 360. The reason why I say that is because with Xbox Live on Xbox One is great, got all the same features and everything like that, but there's still a lot of things that's hidden behind paywalls. And it costs more. Now, what's so crazy about it, you would think that a company like Microsoft, that overall as a big conglomerate, has more money than Sony. Why is it Sony can offer you more when this company got more money than Sony overall? It just speaks that one is more for the gamer and another one is more for just the business side of it. Because you understand the reason why Microsoft got into this business period is because they saw Sony make a multimedia device out of a game machine, and it was big business for that, and Microsoft knew they could capitalize on it. That's why they came in the industry in 2001 with their first Xbox. You see what I'm saying? Now, they both great systems, but these are things that people need to know, because not everybody can afford both. And I encourage everybody to get everything, even a Wii U. Get it, buy it. It supports the industry. But at the same time, if you're not in a position to get everything, you need to know which one got the best value. You know what I'm saying? And these are the things. And it's up to developers to speak on this stuff. Why? Because if you go to the store and you want to buy a TV, you're going to want to know the specs. You're going to want to know, what does this one do that this one don't? I don't know which one to buy. Can you help me? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just everyday stuff with products, period, when you buy them. What's better? Hold up. Check this out. Let me show you something. You know what I'm saying? I got my iPhone right here, right? You know what I'm saying? But I upgraded to a Samsung Galaxy GS4. So which one? Do I get this one or do I get the GS4? It's sitting over there. I ain't gonna leave the camera. But the point is, it's like, which one is better? Which one? What does this? And you know what I'm saying? It's everybody needs to know that. So that's the first point I wanted to make. Second point is this: the PS4 version of 90+% of all games, like the PS4 version is like shown first. When you go to press events, you know what I'm saying? They're showing the PS4 version all first. When companies reveal their games for the first time, it's running on PlayStation 4 first, 90% of the time, 90+% of the time. Why is that? Okay, let me take you guys back. Xbox 360. When it comes to multiplats, they were most dominant. Why they was most dominant? Because their system was easier to develop for. It was more developer friendly. If you're more developer friendly, then developers is going to be more friendly with your product. They will give it that much more time because you made it easy for them. And if you ask yourselves one question, if you go to work every day, do you want to work for a boss that's going to always make things hard for you for no reason? Or do you want to work for a boss or a company that's going to make things easy for you, so as soon as you walk in, you can just do your thing, feel good about it, and when you leave, you could, you know, rest good, that knowing that you did something great? What would you prefer? Because if you can answer that, then you can answer this question. You see what I'm saying? PS4, learn from their PS3 mistake. You know what I'm saying? And Xbox 360, what's so weird about it is that because of their goal of being all in one and going for the TV and going for all this other stuff, the gaming, which is the core when it comes to development, took a slight back burner to that idea. You know what I'm saying? And great, try new things, be creative, that's cool. But at the end of the day, any slight risk you take, you're going to get rewards, and some risk you take is going to get consequences. This is just the result of that consequence from the risk that they took. You know what I'm saying? And that's what that is. Now, just to further go deeper into that, like when a company wants to show off their game for the first time, they want to show it in its best light possible. If they always use the PlayStation 4 to do that, obviously there's something about the PlayStation 4, regardless of what the developers say, because the developer will be like, oh, well, they're both the same and they roughly this and that. No, there's a reason why you're choosing PS4 over the Xbox One. There's a reason. Say the reason. Stop being scared. You know what I'm saying? I really don't believe a company is going to fire you for telling the truth. But you know what? Actually, you could get fired for telling the truth in this industry. Well, all I'm saying is this. I know the truth. And if you can't say it, I'm going to say it. And that's what this industry is missing. They need somebody that's real. They need somebody that's raw. They need somebody that's going to break this joint down for you. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy, man. I love the games. I love the industry. And this needs to be talked about. Now, moving into my next point, right? Plants versus Zombies. Wow. I played this, right? Now, this is only coming to Xbox One and Xbox 360. Not sure if it's coming to PC. Actually, I think it is. But, yeah. Oh, my God, yo. Now, I played Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare on Xbox One. And guess what? I played online with this game. And guess what? 60 frames per second. The game was buttery smooth. So, what does that mean? Does that mean that Xbox One can achieve 60 frames per second, 1080p? Sure it can. You know what I'm saying? We've seen it with NBA 2K14 on the Xbox One as well. 1080p, 60 frames per second. That's perfect. But here's the thing. Like, if you could do it in some games and can't do it in most games, when your direct competitor can do it in most games, it becomes a problem. So it's not the fact that Xbox One can't do it, it may be harder to achieve it, you know what I'm saying? And you gotta think about times, guidelines, deadlines. There's a whole lot of things involved when it comes to making a game and getting it out, and developers and publishers and PR and timing. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes with this. You feel me? So I brought that up to say is to let you guys know that even though like a lot of these games is not up to par where it need to be on Xbox One, it will eventually get there, and Plants vs. Zombies is a game that's going to shock y'all. It's a beautiful game. It's crazy. Alright? Seriously, you're going to really love it. So, now, before you guys start saying, oh, well, it don't use up a lot of power, that game doesn't take much, so it's easier. Look, I ain't no game developer. All I'm just telling you guys is what I played and what I experienced, and it was crazy. Now, I will say this. The retail version haven't come out yet. So, at retail, then we'll know if it's officially going to stay the way it was at press events. If it's not, then we really got a problem. But at this moment, it's in good standing. Now, the next thing I want to say is this, right? You know, it's also great to see developers not really holding back like you normally would see them hold back when it comes to platform choices. See, the thing is, what it seems to me is that if PS4 is more powerful than Xbox One, they're going to show it. Not just from an exclusive standpoint like they did with the PS3, but they're going to show it even on a multi-platform standpoint. You know what I'm saying? That right there is great. Why? Because Sony and Microsoft work real hard to give developers a system that they can use and utilize to the fullest. If one system can outperform the other system, it's not one system's fault that the other system didn't match the quality. You know what I'm saying? They shouldn't have to suffer just to make sure everybody is happy to keep everything equal. If PlayStation 4 can outperform Xbox One, damn it, we better see it. We better see it. if there's a game or a certain situation where the Xbox One can outperform the PlayStation 4, we better see it. We better see it. You wanna know why? Because we work hard, we love what you guys do, and we support you guys, and we give you all the energy that we need with our voices, man. You know what I'm saying? In return, all we want is the same love back, and if that means that the PS4 turns out better than Xbox One in a certain game, so be it. Because if you eliminate these thoughts and these conversations, then people are gonna think that their stuff is as good as being said to be when it's really not. And the only way things get better when it comes to competition is if somebody outdo somebody else, and that forces them to come up and outdo this, and then it's a constant growth within the competition, and it's friendly and it's respected, but we get the best. And if you want the best of our hard-earned dollar, we want the best of your hard-earned talent. Gangster. You know how it goes down. So this is gamers versus journalists. This is basically a web series letting you guys know the truth that needs to be told, that needs to be said, that needs to be shared, that needs to be spread. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you subscribe, share this, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, and no, it's not over. There's somebody I gotta get at right now. So, this dude named Philip, right? Philip Collar, okay? I should grab this dude by his collar. Seriously, like just one time. Everybody and a mama's mama know that Xbox One's Tomb Raider is 30 frames per second, right? Okay. Everybody and these mamas, mama knows that the PlayStation 4 is 60 frames per second, 1080p. Be ready to go. Now, anybody in their right mind, I'll give you an example, if you guys remember this, but back in 2008 when Madden came out, and you played the PS3 version, and it was 30 frames per second, and sometimes it dipped even more, versus the 360 version, that was 60 frames per second? Dude, it was no comparison. Look it up. Madden 2008. Look it up. Like, seriously. The 360 destroyed the PlayStation 3 version. And you know what's so funny? If I'm not mistaken, off the top of my head, the review scores showed that the 360 version was better than the PS3 version. The 360 version got a higher score. But see, here's the problem when it comes to review scores and fair and unbiasedness and stuff like that. This dude, Philip, right? He works for Polygon, right? Now, shout out to Polygon. I don't got nothing against Polygon, the whole staff. I come at individuals. I ain't coming at your whole site. I come at the individual because that's what it's all about. I'm coming directly to you, Phil. So, you're going to sit up there and give the PS4 version and the Xbox One version the same exact score. Why would you do that knowing that you're lying? Knowing that the PS4 version outperforms the Xbox One. You know this. Everybody knows this. So why would you give them the same score? The only reason why you give them the same score is if you play one version only and assume that both was the same, or you play both of them and you realize that, hey, if I give Microsoft a lower score on the same game on Polygon, which is a big site. Not only is it a big site, it's a site that's funded by Microsoft, sponsored by Microsoft. So there is those rare occasions where you guys got some balls, a little bit of balls, your balls like this more. You got a little bit of balls where you may go against Microsoft just to show your fans and your readers that you could be truthful at times. But in a situation like this, especially early on in the generation, your balls get real small. They ain't that big right now. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, it's like, people need to know that. You wanna know why? Because there's a little dude at home that's going to school, coming home, or that was out here in New York or something like that, shoveling snow, or at a supermarket packing bags, or doing whatever they can to get some money because they probably don't have a job or nothing like that, because they really want Tomb Raider. And they want to know which one to get. And by you guys reviewing the same one as the same, knowing that these games are not the same and they don't perform the same, and one obviously, hands down, significantly performs better, you gonna allow this bullshit to happen? Really? I'm gonna spend $60 on something that's underperforming. Now, I can only understand if you only have an Xbox One and you can't afford a PlayStation 4 and this is all you got, then, yo, that's all you got. But it doesn't change the fact that one is better than the other. And if last generation that could be shown on a regular basis, this generation it better damn well be shown. You feel me? So Philip Collar, not sure if you're going to watch this video. I'm not sure if you are. But if you happen to see this video and you get to this part or somebody tells you that you need to see it because I'm getting in that ass right now, like, I'm coming at you because you're a gamer. You know what I'm saying? You're a part of this industry just like I am. We love games. We cool. You know what I'm saying? Well, I ain't gonna say we cool, like, you know, because we ain't break bread yet, nothing like that. But I'm cool with everybody. I don't got no issues with nobody. I just like speaking the truth. You know what I'm saying? So, one love and God bless to you and everything that you do for the industry. But at the same time, when something's wrong, it needs to be corrected. And if we can't correct each other in a friendly, respectful manner, then all of this stuff falls. You see what I'm saying? So I'm calling you out because you know that's wrong and you need to change it. You really need to change it because everybody knows you lying. And if you leave it that way, I'ma see you. I'ma just say that. I'ma see you. Whether it's E3 or something like that, I'ma see you and I'ma just politely ask for an interview and then I would just love to discuss it. And if that can't work, you know, hey, people get exposed every day, man. You know what I'm saying? I got a big mouth and I got a truthful mouth and I don't give a damn because right is right, wrong is wrong, and real, recognize real. You looking unfamiliar right now. Change that review score. Seriously. Because the PS4 outperforms that joint. You know that. Alright. So look, that was gamers versus journalists. And like I said, man, this web series is very important. There's a lot of stuff going on in the industry. There's a lot of stuff behind the scenes that y'all don't know about, but y'all gonna know about. I'm gonna put y'all on to a lot of stuff, alright? Not everything. Some stuff gotta stay behind the scenes. But I'm gonna let y'all know about a lot of stuff, a lot of things that we go through, and how big of an influence and how big of a help you guys are. I love y'all. God bless y'all, and I thank y'all. Please follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Everything is Hip Hop Gamer. If you want to add me on PlayStation 4, it's Jackal11, JACKAL11. Name quest me, you get the Real Hip Hop Gamer. On Xbox One, Real Hip Hop Gamer. It used to be Bullets 360, but I changed it. Alright, so look, God bless you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for tuning into this video. Gamers versus journalists. That was episode 1 of the web series. Stay tuned for part 2. Well, not part 2, but episode 2. Damn still. We out, baby. Peace.